start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, a quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Going to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they tie it on the last play of the second quarter. Now the PAT will give them the lead.
Yeah, and how about that extra little jolt that they'll feel when the ball goes through the posts? Carry that to the locker room with them and feel like, okay, we've got something good going here now, guys.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. A final shot before half for Allen. And this is caught. So how about that? They get the 2. Not sure why they went for it, but they do have the lead now here in the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first down, Allen. And Diggs has it. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now
taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown Jets. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They convert for 2. That gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
for most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 85 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Allen. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky.
He identified an open target and put it right on him.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jets. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Throwing is Rodgers. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. High-scoring first half, and to this point, a high-scoring second half. A lot of offense, Charles.
Very entertaining game for guys like you and me, being able to watch it. Anyone who's here in the stadium, they've got to be having a blast, wondering who's going to score next and who's going to gain an advantage.
Stephon Diggs, the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Rodgers to throw. He's got McLaurin, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now Rodgers. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Past the 20. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 62 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Back to throw, Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. It's kept to 2. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jets. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
The other side, get that hands team right.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 71 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry. He just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a two-score game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Inside kick to get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. He's at the 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. To throw is Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And it is cut to 2 here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Stephon Diggs. The 30. 20. 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Back to throw. Allen. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a two-score game. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final try now for Rodgers. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. View your team's save snaps. Quickly review the league's top performers and the current This is the player card. Here are a player's mode. This is the ability. This player has a zone ability. This is a power. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also welcome to Weekly Strategy. This is how you access the new player. This is your team profile. Choose focus players each week who will earn extra.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Dalton right to the air.
A yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Wide open receiver, complete.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here's Dalton to throw for it, and that's caught at the 2. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 19-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
We know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Mariota will look to throw, and this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Another chance for Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting rocked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. This will be Dalton again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So Dalton now. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw here, Dalton. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Mariota now to throw on first down. His throw incomplete.
To this point, work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Ritter will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
there he goes, right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Saints. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around and outstanding. And that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Thanks to their defense for getting them 2 points closer. Now the question, what can this unit come up with offensively as they begin? And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The end result, 21 yards. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. And incompletion as a result.
So now Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Hendricks. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's back to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, passing it. Dalton. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Dalton wants to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last timeout on the very first play of the drive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And Dalton to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 10 yards out.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's at the 50. 30. 10. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts, 75 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 48 yards.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
What's good on the extra point? And that will make this a 19-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind?
There he goes, left side.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Rodgers going to the air to start things out.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, certainly not a great start. You give up the 1-play touchdown, Charles, and it looked like this offense was trying to get the equalizer in 1 play on the other side.
They certainly were, and I think that the shock of giving up the big play may have forced their hand a little bit in their play calling. They didn't have the discipline to just say, all right, we got time. Let's go ahead and work it downfield.
Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's good for a pickup. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rodgers throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Rodgers now on first down.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Looking to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, well, to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That one is slant to McLaurin. Finding space at the 40. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Downfield and caught by Thornton.
And he's got room. The 20. 10. And he spins free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Pats are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Back to throw. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And some room to maneuver. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry.
Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. Right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get... Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the error pass. 4th down coming up. They'll Rodgers.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Rodgers.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Jones on first and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Balled at the 26, second and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Right side, Thornton with it.
Touchdown!
Tyquan Thornton.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Rodgers looking to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Rodgers again now.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Rodgers throwing here. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And this is secured by the Patriots. They'll call it a convincing win here in this one, and we had some...